As you can see here, we have some brass that I just scrounged from the range today. It's tarnished, dirty, very dirty. I mean, it's been muddy, just beat up, torn down, left out for nothing. A lot of this is just from the local range. I've got to clean it up, sort it out. Anyways, first things first, this will end up going into this tumbler. I mixed the tumbler with stainless steel pins that are here. I have a boatload of them in here. I've had these for 5-6 years now. Got your normal magnet. These help agitate and clean your brass, so that's basically something that helps. I use regular Dawn dish soap in the tumbler here, and then I also put some lemon shine in there a little bit to help with the chemical makeup of the water. Softer water makes everything a little bit better. As you see here, this is the brass that I've collected just today. It's tarnished, nasty. All of this brass here is once tumbled. These are all still needing resized, decapped, everything. This is just a rough half hour, 45 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a finished product. I have on these here, these have been twice tumbled. These have been resized and decapped. See how much more shinier they are. They all shine. These here are ready for trimming. Bunch of 223 ready to go. You see these are shiny, but they're still kind of dull. I haven't tumbled them a whole lot. These here, they've been resized, decapped, and tumbled twice. I'd say probably average hour and a half, 2 hours. The best thing about these here, when they're this clean, you can see every imperfection that's in this brass. If there's a crack, hairline, anything, you can see it. This is the whole reason why we get it so clean. It doesn't have to be this clean, but it's a lot safer. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put this dirty brass in here. Stainless steel pins in here. Dawn dish soap, lemon shine, and hot water. Then we're gonna go ahead and plug it up, tumble it for a half hour, 45 minutes. I'll pull it out, we'll see where we're at. So here we are at the sink. I got hot water going. See the stainless steel pins in there. Usually I will fill this first with water, which hot water, I like it because I think it's just, I don't know as if it does any better. It's one of those things I do. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this thing. And then once it gets pretty well filled, I will throw some Dawn dish soap in there. If you throw it in first, it's gonna suds up. You're not gonna get anything in there. It's gonna just foam up, and it's a mess. So you're about filled. I get it up to about here. That way there's a little bit of headspace for any dirt, grime, anything. I'm sure it doesn't really matter, but that's just one thing that I do. It's just the way I do things. I mean, everybody does something different. So that's about where I want it. I give it a good shot of Dawn dish soap. There's a good shot there. Then we have lemon shine. It's just dish detergent. Shake a tad in there. You don't want to put too much in there. Put too much in there, I believe it's the impurities of the brass will turn pink if you let it sit. So there we go. That's all gonna fill up the cases and agitate it as it goes. Now's the time. I have a top with the gasket and the actual screw-on lid. We're going to secure that. We're going to the tumbler. Here we are at the tumbler. This thing's been used many moons, many moons, as some crazy ass would probably say. Anyways, dirty. These leak sometimes if you don't get them secured. We'll find out real quick. Basically, you put it on there. You make sure it's even with the track. Obviously, you see how I've got a groove in here from sitting it on the side. Give it about 45 minutes. I'm gonna sit there and agitate, get that grass pretty clean. And here we is. I started it and the camera did not take, so anyways, it's been about 15 minutes, another half hour or so. As you see, the agitation is pretty extreme. Gets nice and clean. See you in a minute. Alright, about 45 minutes. Take this off. You can see how agitated it is. Make sure you don't have any pins falling out. You got a screen. This is the old model. The newer model only has one end from what I've seen. This has both ends. So I'm going to dump this real quick and turn this music off. I'll dump it and show you how dirty it is. You see how dirty it is. That is some filthy stuff. Let me dump that out. I'm going to rinse this out about 3 times and then we'll go back. Alright, well, we got all this rinsed. Dumped her out. Let's get the actual brass out. This right here will shake all the pins and excess water out that I didn't get shook out earlier. So basically, I'm going to dump all of this in here. I see I've got handgun brass in here. This is one thing about reloading and cleaning brass. Make sure everything's clear. Try not to make like sizes in the same batches. I obviously failed. Anyways, 3-inch screw. It's the official security of this little tumbler. Basically, at this point, I'm going to tumble this, get all the water out of it, the rest of the pins. Basically, this is going to drop the rest of the pins out so I can reuse them. That should be enough. Get this screw out of here. From what I had earlier, that is a world of difference. From here, you're always going to have pins sitting around. The pins are not cheap if you buy the bulk. If I see them, I just throw them back in. It's just a cost of the hobby. Yeah, you still got grass and what have you still sitting. I mean, it's all fairly clean. Good enough to resize at least. Anyways, I'll dump it on a towel. It's all quite clean. Pieces of grass a little bit that I missed, but definitely clean enough to resize. Clean enough to where you're not gonna crap up your resizing dies. Definitely, I use die wax, so that's why I always tumble again. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead. Steel case got caught in there. Just for your information, that's how black it turns. Nasty. It's just not what you want. Throw it in the trash. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get these dried, and then I'll show you where I go from here. So I tumbled these through the towel here. Excess water, the biggest part of it. Now, a lot of times on a sunny day, I'll let these sit out in the sun on the towel. It'll do just fine. See how that gets stuck in there? You got to pay attention to what you're throwing in there. I'm going to have to separate that at some point. That's a 38 or a 357 and a 45 Colt. It's not going to come out. I'm going to go ahead and let it dry. Anyways, when I don't have the sun or anything else, I use the dryer that Franklin Arsenal uses. It's basically a dehydrator. Same as all the old dehydrators. It's got many tiers here. You just fill up each level. Kind of distribute it evenly, that way nothing else is in the way. And then you can get that to set on each other. This dehydrator is showing 155 degrees. That's plenty warm to get these dry. Basically, I mean, really, they don't need to be dried for the resizing process, but definitely once I'm done resizing and decapping, I'm gonna want them dry. That way I can reprime them and all that. But this here is just getting them clean. I have a method to my madness. Not that it really matters, but I don't use all these trays because that just makes more space for the heat to go down. The top of that's what actually emits the heat. So right now we are just baking this like a cake. As soon as these are dry, I'll get these piled in with the other bin here that has been tumbled once and not resized. I gotta separate all the large cases, and I gotta separate the smaller ones. So I will definitely get on that. But this sits right on top. Plug it in. That right there, thermostat, tells you what you got. I go as hot as I can, maybe an hour. Usually that does what I need. Like I said, this is really not necessary until you're done resizing. This unit's fairly quiet. Now it's just wait the normal baking time and don't bother paying attention to the filthy garage. It's fall time. Everything I had out, I've been in and out, so it needs cleaned. I'll be back. Alright, here's the last bit. It's been sitting there warming these up for quite a bit. I'll just take that off for a minute. Like I said, these sections come straight off. Dump them out. Now at this point, the old brass is nice and dry. Oh, still got some grass in there. Anyways, very clean. Not as clean as perfect, you know, not as clean as that. But these are definitely clean enough to resize, deprime, get these ready. You can definitely see if there's any cracks. I don't just have right now I don't see any cracks on anything, but I'll go ahead and get a picture up on here if I can find one. Like the ding here, you see the ding on that piece of brass. You'll probably see that with the dry tumbler, but it's more straight walled brass. I'm not seeing any. Anyways, you see how clean it is now. I got rid of my dry tumbler because it's just not worth it to me right now. So anyways, that's quick showing you quick how well it works. So let me know what you think. It's another quick video. I'm just trying to get some good stuff out here. Probably do some more reloading. Look at that one. It's tore way up. That's crap. Anyways, I'll do more reloading. I reload quite a bit. I have Dillons, I have single stages, got a lot of gadgets, whatever. You know, with the ammo situation, definitely reloading a lot more. So let me know what you think. I might try to do something like this once a week at least. So let me know what you say.